Welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV, the live TV show all about the legal aspects of your business to help educate you on complex legal terms in an easy to understand manner, to help understand why you need to do certain things in your business from a legal point of view, and to help you develop a plan for the future. Our mission at Business Legal Lifecycle is to help empower all small to medium-sized businesses around the world to get access to legal advice so that they can help build their communities and make the world a better place. Did you know that any business owner is on average 7 months away from losing everything? That is the average time it takes from a successful business to fold when an aspect of their business is not set up correctly. Have you ever wanted to get legal advice but didn't understand what was going on? Do you feel like there is a divide between lawyers and their clients? Then this TV show is for you. It is all about empowering you and your business with the knowledge and tools to ensure that this doesn't happen to you. Business Legal Lifecycle TV delivers a twice-weekly show focusing on the legal aspects of your business. At lunchtime on Mondays, we present Fast Fix Monday, a quick 5 to 10 minute show that will give you some actionable steps to consider for the week for your business. And at lunchtime on Wednesdays, we present our in-depth show of between 30 minutes and an hour, where we go through complicated legal aspects of your business in a simple to understand, plain English manner. And whether that is through educational pieces or interviews with experts in their fields.
Afternoon everyone, and welcome to Business Legal Lifecycle TV. I'm Craig Mason, one of the founders.
A great public holiday if you're in Queensland and workday if you're in the rest of Australia.
Absolutely. And today is obviously Monday. We're doing Fast Fix Monday today, which is our quick run-through show that we do every Monday. At the moment, we're talking about employees and bringing on employees into your business. And today we're going to talk about the difference between independent contractors and employees. This is an important thing to get right. So we're going to go through 10 ways that we see you can distinguish between an employee and a contractor. So Jeremy, do you want to kick off with the first one?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first one is that independent contractors operate as their own business. So this is a really important distinction, that an independent contractor has their own business, which means that they can go work for other people in other businesses and they don't have to work exclusively for you. Craig, the second one.
Yeah, number two, we have independent contractors are normally experts in their industry. So essentially they're mercenaries or guns for hire. They come in to do a particular job on a particular project for someone, and they're experts in that particular field. So that's one of the ways to distinguish between a contractor and an employee. Number three, Jeremy.
Number three is that independent contractors openly market their services. So this is similar to the fact that they operate their own business and are experts in their industry, but they actually can go and openly market their services to other people in other industries. So employees can't do that. Employees have to work for you in your business, but independent contractors openly market their services. This is the third one. Craig, number four.
Yeah, number four, independent contractors are normally engaged for a specific project or a particular time period. So obviously that differs from an employee. You employ someone and normally they expect to be around for a bit longer than say 3 months or whatever it might be. But with a contractor, it's for a particular period of time or an actual project. So it could be a house that's been built. Obviously you've got a contractor that comes in, or a particular tender or something. You've got a new business that you're doing and it's a project. You bring in an independent contractor for that. So that's the difference between employee and contractor. Number five, Jeremy.
Number five is that independent contractors submit their own tax invoice for the work completed. And this is one of the really key differences. An employee is paid a wage. So they're paid either an amount per hour that they work, they have regular work, or an employee is paid a weekly wage. Whereas an independent contractor has to submit an invoice for the work they've actually completed. And an employee does not have to do that. In Australia, you have to, independent contractors, if they meet certain criteria, have to also collect GST on that invoice as well. So that's number five. Number six, Craig.
Number six, independent contractors determine when they work and the hours that they work. So again, the major difference there, an employee is expected to be there at 8:30 or 9 o'clock, whatever it might be, and finish up at 5. Where an independent contractor, theoretically, depending on what the job is that they're doing, could arrive at 5 a.m. and leave at lunchtime. All they need to do is comply with the contract in terms of when things need to be done by, but theoretically they can work the hours they want to work, etc. So they determine when they work, whereas an employee, that's dictated by the employer. Number 8, Jeremy.
Number 7, Craig. Jumping ahead.
7.
The next one, 7, is independent contractors can determine how they work. So when we say how they work, we're talking about the fact that they can determine the type of work they do, how they actually perform their services. An employee will generally be dictated how they can perform their services by their employer. So now, Craig, that's number 7. Let's kick on to number 8.
Yeah, all right, number 10, Jerry. Number 8, independent contractors are responsible for their own taxes. So this is probably one of the biggest things that you need to think about when you're doing this. So as I said, independent contractors need to pay their own taxes. So you pay them whatever it is you agree to, and they need to pay tax out of that. Whereas an employee, obviously in Australia, you need to withhold PAYG tax on behalf of your employees and remit that to the tax office. So big difference there, and that's the way one of the major differences between the independent contractor and employee, and it's important to get that part right, because if you don't, then you've got some issues with the tax office, which no one wants. So number 9, Jeremy.
Number 9 is that independent contractors are not eligible for company benefits. So what do we mean by company benefits? Here we're talking about payment of sick leave, of holiday leave, of carers leave, of long service leave. Independent contractors aren't entitled to any of those things. And that can actually be one of the big points that disagreement comes in between a contractor and a subcontractor or independent contractor or the head contractor. The problem comes that someone or a person who is employed as an independent contractor, not as an employee, starts to think that they should be getting entitlements like sick leave or carers leave or holiday leave, and that can actually be a point of dispute. So independent contractors are not eligible for any of those company benefits. Craig, number 10 and last one.
Yeah, lucky number 10. All right, so independent contractors can subcontract or delegate work. So obviously as an employee, if you're asked to do something, you're expected to do that. Normally you can't bring in your second cousin to do that work for you. You need to do it yourself. Whereas a subcontractor can contract someone else in to do that particular or part of the particular job. So that's a major difference between the two, that they can get whoever it is in, provided it's allowed for in the subcontractors agreement, but most of those sorts of things normally are, that they can get someone else in and subcontract their contract or delegate that work within that. So that is our 10 ways to distinguish between a contractor and an employee. As I said at the beginning, it's important to get these things right. You don't want to go down the path of having a contractor that's really an employee and vice versa. You're going to have some issues, particularly from the tax office, and if there's ever any dispute with the employer or contractor, you want to make sure you get these things right. So that's it for Fast Fix Monday. We'll be back again on Wednesday for our longer form education show, more about bringing on employees during this phase of the business legal lifecycle. Jeremy, do you want to add anything, or is that it for today?
That's it. If you're interested in seeing the show notes, please go to businesslegallifecycle.com.au/088 for our 88th show. Otherwise, we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye, everyone.